see if I want to make sure it's recording. Yep, now it's recording. Great. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and
Trent Hoffman.
And you're listening to Big T and
Little T.
a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 80. Today we're going to be talking about Disney Plus Day. But we are not alone in this endeavor. No, we have brought in another intergalactic duo, Keith and Kerwin from the Father and Son Star Wars podcast. Welcome back, gentlemen.
We're
back.
We are back. Thank you.
After.
We enjoy being with you guys. You know, we just have a lot of fun. So I think this is our fourth time now that we've been.
Somehow you have returned.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Yes.
Yeah. When I go on YouTube, sometimes I see you and Keith.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Same here. So, Trent, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Trent, you're back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ready? Are we ready to talk about Disney Plus Day?
Yeah. Can I have down that little bit?
Yeah. So, how have you guys been? What's going on with you guys?
We're doing all right. Time is moving so quickly. I mean, we're in November already. It's hard to believe, but you know, we wanted to make sure this year that we celebrate the holidays early, so we actually put up our Christmas tree.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So we have that up, and you know, we just trying to get in the spirit of the holidays, and yeah, we're looking forward to the last few months. Just being around family and friends. So yeah, so we're doing great. We're doing good. Great.
Awesome. Yeah, we're
great school. Yep.
We haven't done the Christmas tree yet, but we're preparing. We're like getting all the fall stuff down and ready to go. So yeah, we're right behind you. We're super excited for that as well.
Yes.
Well, yesterday was November 12th, and it is Disney Plus Day. So if you're not familiar with that, Disney Plus Day was essentially the launch of Disney Plus 2 years ago when we got our first Mandalorian episode. But yesterday they announced a bunch of stuff on Twitter and did a little special look on Disney Plus. And so we are going to talk about, okay, I was all set for a Kenobi trailer, but we didn't get it. So I cried in the corner for a little bit. I dusted myself off, and I'm okay now. But I did cry. I was crying.
You did not. You did not go to the corner and dust yourself.
I was crying.
I did get an Obi-Wan.
So, but we got a little teaser. So, guys, what did you think of the Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser?
Okay. You want to start, or you want me to start? All right. So the teaser, it was very short. It was about a minute and a half. I mean, it's good to see anything. I was like you, Todd. I was looking forward to a trailer and didn't get it. So, and when we got this teaser, I think it actually leaked the day before Disney Plus Day.
It did.
Yeah. So I actually didn't watch it the day before. I waited until the 12th to see the teaser. It's very good. I mean, it's got us already hyped. We know the behind the scenes, but we wanted to see more. And it's good to know that I think Deborah Chow is a fantastic director. She directed my favorite Mandalorian episode of the first season, with the introduction of the Mandalorian. So she's very talented, and I just can't wait to see what she's going to do with Obi-Wan. And you can tell Ewan McGregor, he's just on board from the very beginning about this character. He loves playing Obi-Wan Kenobi. And having Hayden Christensen back, and we saw some art concept photos with Vader's castle and some exotic locations. So we're ready. We're already there. We were just looking to more.
Right.
But,
exactly.
Glad to see that little teaser trailer anyway.
Yeah.
I
Keith,
mean,
what about you?
It was awesome. Because you saw all these snapshots of these arts and stuff, but honestly, I thought there'd be more. I thought we'd be seeing at least an Obi-Wan trailer, a second Boba Fett trailer, get some more information on stuff like Andor, Ahsoka, and that Acolyte stuff.
Yeah.
I was expecting more, but I'm satisfied with what we got.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't mind nothing. I can get whatever they put it on there.
You like it. You like it. Whatever they give you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get to it in a second, but like on the Marvel side, it was just like, oh my gosh, it was like, drinking from a fire hose. Where, I'm looking at the Twitter feed all day. I'm like, all right, show me that trailer, and we only got that teaser. And like you said, Kerwin, it was leaked on Thursday. So I was like, all right, no, it's coming. I just hoping there's more, and there wasn't. It's like, no.
Right.
But we got some cool, like you said, we got a couple cool production shots or concept art. So we had a really cool shot of they mentioned that Obi-Wan would be hunted. So do we have Inquisitors hunting Obi-Wan? What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think that there was, I don't know if you guys are reading the comic books, but back in 2017, I believe Charles Soule did a Darth Vader series, and it took place between it took place right after Revenge of the Sith. So immediately after Anakin became Darth Vader, one of the assignments that the Emperor gave Darth Vader, just to test his loyalty to the Emperor, was to work with the Inquisitors to hunt down any remaining Jedi.
Gotcha.
So that makes sense to me that Obi-Wan would be one of those Jedis they're looking for. So I do expect to see Inquisitors in the series.
Nice.
Yeah, but they said Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader are gonna fight.
Maybe.
But that's what they said in the trailer.
Yeah. Would you like to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his apprentice versus the master.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Vader said,
Yeah.
the apprentice has become the master.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes, he did.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that enhances what we were going to see in A New Hope, or does it cheapen it? I'm kind of on the fence. I think it's going to be, if they do meet prior, obviously, to A New Hope, I still think that's good.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't think it takes anything away from what happens in A New Hope. All we know about Vader and Obi-Wan in A New Hope was that was their final confrontation, but they may have had many others prior to that. So if you listen to how Obi-Wan has described Vader in the past, he's more machine than man, twisted and evil. He would need to experience that, prior to A New Hope. So so you can tell that there was some type of conflict that took place prior to that. So so this is definitely makes sense to me that they would come in contact with each other and battle each other.
Yeah. Although they're probably gonna have to give Obi-Wan a beard or he has to be older.
Correct.
Because I believe A New Hope is only a few years away, and when he was in Rebels, he looked about the same as he did in A New Hope. So they have to age him somehow.
Good point.
Yeah, a little bit.
But for my Christmas list, I got a Funko Pop of
Well, you didn't get it. You put it on your list. Yeah.
What is it again? The Boba Fett and what's her name?
Oh, Fennec Shand.
Yeah, I got that. Boba Fett is sitting on a throne, and
we'll get the book of Boba Fett in just a second, bro. Slow your roll.
Hey Trent, I'm like you. I'm ready to talk about Boba Fett too. We'll get there.
Same here.
Move on. One last thing. The one cool concept art was Vader sitting on kind of like a throne, looking at a hologram. I would love to see a little bit more Vader's castle in Obi-Wan. That would be really cool to see. Get a little bit more Mustafar action. Would be pretty epic, I think.
And if I can add something else too in regards to the Obi-Wan series. So we talked about what's going to be Vader's motivation. I know that he's looking for Obi-Wan, so he and the Inquisitors are looking for him, because of Anakin. Vader wants revenge. And the second thing too is I don't know if we know for certain exactly when and how Vader found out that he had a son. So I'm hoping that that will get covered in this series as well. Like, I don't know, maybe he'll get some kind of tip from someone that he knows that there might be a son out there, not a daughter, because, at the time, Vader didn't know that he had a daughter. But the last time Anakin saw Padme was when, they were on Mustafar and, he force choked and she passed out. And when he woke up again, he was in the suit. And it was Palpatine that told him, well, because of your anger, unfortunately, Padme didn't live. So I think that
no!
Exactly right. If Padme didn't survive, then neither did the child. But I do believe I could see Anakin or Vader going back to Mustafar, retracing his steps, maybe trying to find out exactly, okay, what happened. And then he gets word that he might have a son out there. And that would be another reason for Vader to go and look for Obi-Wan, because there was only a few number of people who were there during the birth, So, and Obi-Wan was one of them. So I think he wants,
Wasn't R2 there?
Right. Well, I think R2 might be harder to find because R2 is on Alderaan with Bail Organa. But I think he's want to look for Anakin.
Maybe try to retrace his steps, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I got the remember the Christmas ornament where he says no.
Yeah, we have that. Yes, for sure.
That is very.
All right, so let's move on to. We did just recently get out of sight of Disney Plus Day. We got the Book of Boba Fett trailer. We got an actual trailer. What are your fast thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett trailer?
Boba Fett!
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
That was it. That was it.
Awesome.
Okay.
I love that sound effect with the thing.
Yeah, so the scene where it looks like Boba Fett is fighting someone with some type of sword.
Like a gaffy stick or something you're talking about?
Maybe something similar to that.
And they was fighting all those people with Fennec Shan for some reason. They are fighting a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And wait, have they the one question I am wondering is has and the old pet of the Rancor, did he add anything in there? Like
is there still a pet in there?
Yeah, it's
She used a really big word, menagerie or something. I was like, I gotta look this up. I don't know what this means, but I know there used to be a Rancor down there.
Yeah, but wait. Is he gonna put it like a monster in there, or
I don't know, maybe,
or is there gonna be like a fighting ring down there or something?
It kind of looked like that table was just like where the main where Jabba, where Jabba was at, the main where they're dancing and had the Rancor pit. It looked like they just put the table right there. Like, hey, we're eating dinner right here. So
Yeah, it could be that, when Fennec Shan was referring to menagerie, maybe he has more than one Rancor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know, right? Exactly. He might have been, keeping them as pets.
Right.
But yeah, I enjoyed the trailer. It does feel like a mobster movie,
Yeah.
Yes, a gangster film. And again, referring back to the comics, this past summer there was a War of the Bounty Hunter series.
Okay.
And I'm not going to give away spoilers as to what happened, but basically we know that Boba Fett had Han Solo and he was taking the carbon-free Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt for payment. Well, he gets sidetracked and he doesn't get to Tatooine and he loses Han Solo. So when this happened and Jabba found out that Han Solo was lost and he was trying to get in touch with Boba Fett and he couldn't get in touch with Boba Fett, Jabba actually put out a bounty on Boba Fett. So,
excuse me.
Yeah. So he has a bounty, and then we have all these bounty hunters coming after Boba Fett. And when Boba Fett found out it was Jabba who put out the bounty, now Boba Fett is angry. And so we know, of course, he does get, we know that he does get Han Solo back and he delivers Han Solo to Jabba, but he's out for revenge for Jabba for putting that hit, that hit or that bounty on him. Yeah, so I he's gonna seek out revenge of people who work with Jabba, who is associated with Jabba, and take care of those people. You know, he mentioned in the trailer that he wants to rule with respect. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he thinks those people who turn against him are considered disrespectful for him, and he's going to make sure to get rid of those people.
I mean, you saw Boba
I think
Fett.
there's going to be. I think there's going to be plenty of action for sure. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Keith?
You saw Boba Fett, like, Bib Fortuna was out in like 2 seconds.
That's right, exactly right. Bib Fortuna was Jabba's right hand. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
He's a Jomo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do you want to come here and sit down? And he's like,
I'm sitting down there now. Yeah.
It's like, he doesn't really care.
Yeah, I'll
like,
take your seat.
Yeah, so Boba's
out. He was probably thinking about that while I was down in the Sarlacc pit for a while. He's like, I'm gonna take out Bib Fortuna as soon as I get out. What do you think?
And what happened? What did he do with the dead body? Did he throw it just in a Rancor pit?
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out in a couple weeks here, which is exciting.
And they just like lay there every single weekday.
No, that's gross. It smells. All right, so we got a couple other shows coming in next year. Hopefully, Andor, Bad Batch 2, season 2, and then Mando season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So equally excited all of them. Which is there anyone that really sticks out for you that you would like to see in 2022?
Yes. Bad Batch, we were a fan of Bad Batch. We were very excited to learn that there was going to be a season 2, so we are looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Definitely Mandalorian season 3. I like to see where that storyline picks up.
Yeah.
And Andor to me is under the radar. I think it's going to exceed expectations. I predict that show, we don't really know what's going to happen on Andor, but whatever happens, it's going to be bigger than what we expected. So I'm looking forward to Andor as well.
Don't be on
if you read any of the kind of behind the scenes stuff with Andor, it's pretty much a movie that they're just breaking out in chunks, which gets me really excited as far as like production value, sets, people, the whole thing. I think we're going to be really surprised by Andor, but it's pretty much a movie on Disney Plus, and I'm like, okay, I'm good with that, you know.
And I want to see Baby Yoda like grow. I want to see what he looks like.
Well, how far do you think are we going to get a time jump in season 3 of Mandalorian?
Yeah,
that's a good question. Yeah, and I'm not sure if we will. I don't know if that's necessary because I'm thinking that we should pick up where it left off.
Yeah.
That that Din Djarin has the sword, right?
Din
Djarin has the sword, right? The saber, the dark saber, right? And he is considered the ruler of Mandalorian at this point, right? Because he has a saber.
Yeah.
Right. And there's going to be a fight to see who actually is going to have that saber at the end of the season. So I don't think it's necessary for a jump. I think they should just pick up where they left off. What do you think?
Yeah.
Bo-Katan, probably trying to go after the saber as well.
But it almost. But if we don't have a time jump in a sense, then we might not get a lot of Grogu action because I mean we could. See some training and stuff like that. But it seems like there wouldn't be. I don't know. I think if you have a little time jump, it gives a little bit growth for Grogu, kind of learning the ways of the Jedi, and Din kind of being on his own again, and do those paths intersect again in season 3.
Yeah, and I love how like the mystery ship, and I love how Luke wanted to be his like
master.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I can watch that all day.
Yeah. And you're like the first time you did that, you're jumping up and...
I didn't sit down for the whole episode. So.
So,
oh man. Okay. So, all right. So we didn't get a lot on the Star Wars side, but going back to Disney Plus Day, we got so much Marvel stuff. Yes, is there anything out of the Marvel, reveals that you like, Keith?
Hawkeye. I want to see Hawkeye soon.
Hawkeye?
He's awesome. Like, when Hawkeye jumped off the side of the bridge and was still firing an arrow, and then he landed in the water. That was awesome!
Okay, yeah.
And it is... I don't know if it's supposed to be Christmas time, but probably. Because I believe that every Marvel movie takes place when it's released. Like
Oh, I see
how
what you're
Thor
saying.
took place in 2011. The
Mhm.
Avengers took place in 2012. Infinity War
Oh.
took place in 2018.
Mm.
Endgame took place in 2023, but that's another matter.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right.
Okay. Well, it's coming out November 22nd or 24th, I think, is when Hawkeye drops. So, and we get the first two, and then it's gonna go every week. So,
Yeah, but I want to see the cartoon of the heroes are zombies.
oh, Marvel versus Marvel zombies. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, there's plenty of things that we're looking forward to, right? We're talking about, well, if personally, I'm a Moon Knight fan.
Oh.
I've been collecting the Moon Knight comics. The first run back in the '80s, I collected
Oh my
those
gosh,
issues.
that's awesome.
And then I'm picking it up again now. There's a new run that just started in July.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with Moon Knight. I mean, it's a dark character, but he has
Issues.
multiple personality disorder.
We all have issues.
To
Yes.
say the least.
He's kind of like a Batman type character.
Yeah, but I think I got. Wait, does he have a sword?
Yeah. I'd say
Not a sword, but he has those crescents.
like
almost like a
fake ninja
batarang.
Okay,
comparing him to Batman. Yeah.
okay, that's pointless because hitting somebody with the crescent isn't gonna make them. Is not gonna push them away. It's just gonna make them mad.
Well, it depends on how sharp the crescent is. I mean, it could do a lot
Yes.
of damage. How it's thrown, if it's thrown at such a velocity.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, but if it's the size of a frisbee,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It can do some damage.
yeah, you could just
Yeah.
if it goes if it's going like
a frisbee.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
frisbee, but it can actually cut
Uh-oh.
the guy right in
Oh
half.
boy. I don't know if I can show that on Disney Plus. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Kerwin, for you it's Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. And
Okay.
also Miss Marvel, we're looking forward to.
Keith, what about you? What excites
Yeah.
you?
It's just two shows, Hawkeye and Miss Marvel. That's really it, though.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
both of them are awesome
Mhm.
because I've been
Yeah.
reading the Miss Marvel comics a lot,
Mhm.
Okay.
and they really don't have too much of her as far as Avengers stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And She-Hulk. I'm looking forward to She-Hulk as well.
Yeah, that's mine. She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Mine is She-Hulk and Secret Invasion. We got to see Nick Fury with a beard. So I'm
Yes, that's right. Without the patch.
without the patch too. Yeah.
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 Why would you take the patch? That's his
Well, I'm sure
signature
they're going to
look.
explain why they took off the patch. Maybe
Yeah.
he just has.
Maybe you got a new robotic eyeball. Who knows?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So
and
it's like wolf
I
neck.
think it's. I think it's. I want the zombie. What's the zombie one?
It's just called Marvel Zombies.
Marvel zombies and
Hawkeye?
Yeah, where when she gets out of the car and fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks fun for sure.
Yeah, I forgot. I told Dad he died, but
yeah, we were trying. So maybe Keith, you can help us out. Hawkeye didn't die.
Yeah.
During the snap, right?
Yeah.
No, he did not.
That's
His
correct.
family got snapped.
His family
but he
died
didn't.
when
So-
the snap.
So he became sort of a bounty hunter, took his raid down on people, joined the
Remember, he
Avengers.
was a Ronin
That's correct.
in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I don't get why does she sacrifice? He could have just helped her up. Like,
Oh, you're talking about Black Widow, yo.
yeah.
Yeah, Black
Yeah.
Widow. She made the sacrifice to get the stone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
why?
Because he's like, wait, didn't Hawkeye die? I was like, no, Black Widow. Remember, Black Widow made the jump.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They're actually fighting for who was going to get the Soul Stone. So
Yes.
Who was actually going to sacrifice themselves, and
Yeah.
she ended up being the one. Yeah.
The Avengers is very small right now.
It is. Yes.
They just got Hulk, Thor, and Hawkeye's first main Avengers go.
Uh-huh.
Well, and Cap.
No, Cap gone.
Cap is
Yeah.
retired.
That's right.
Yeah.
He kind of retired and said, I'm done. That's why we got
Why would
with
Cap?
Bucky and
What do you mean, Bucky?
and why am I blanking
Falcon.
on what's that? Falcon. Yeah,
Falcon,
jeez.
yes.
Yeah, Falcon.
Yeah.
Remember he
Yeah.
took up the shield, right?
Oh yeah, but I love how in the trailer he said nobody would let a black man be Captain America.
Well, in that time, but he took up the mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter who skin color or whatever.
Nope.
You could still be Cap.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You gotta have the right heart and qualities to be.
Yeah, and who cares? Who cares if you're a black Captain America or very white Captain America?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Actually,
That's right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go ahead, Keith. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I sure don't. Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But we saw. You know what I thought was interesting about that is though we did see like the guy that looks like Captain America, but remember he didn't embody the same qualities as Cap, and then when his friend died, that's when he snapped. Remember?
Yeah, and he killed that one dude.
Yeah, and that's again Captain America. You pushed him, but that wasn't really who Cap was. So
Yeah.
I think
Why
that they
did he
did a
kill
really
that-
good job of
Why did he
like
kill that one man?
because his partner died. Remember, and that's
Yeah.
kind of snapped him. But then you have everybody seeing what is going on.
I mean,
so.
people got cameras like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
they're
like
taking
it's
everything,
just
yeah.
like today. Yeah, just like today. Nothing goes unnoticed. So.
Yeah, like
Is there anything outside of Marvel that you saw yesterday? You're like, oh, I want to see that as well from Disney Plus.
Not really. We didn't watch the Pixar reel.
Well, What If season 2? Let's mention about What If season 2. We're looking to that as well. That's very nice.
Mhm.
I don't really like.
Trent didn't really like What If. I
Uh-huh.
dug it. I thought it was kind of cool. I definitely loved some episodes more than others. The Doctor Strange in particular is like one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Same with my mom.
Yeah.
I
In
just
fact-
really didn't. I didn't really.
Yeah,
like
you
it.
didn't get really into it, which is
Yeah,
fine.
it's
That's
just-
fine.
I mean,
It just
all of the episodes are just really violent except for 1, 2, and 7. Because, I mean, third one, you got some evil cat going to trying to find the Avengers. Then you got Doctor Strange sucking up all these evil people, and eventually, I'm trying not to spoil this. 5 was zombies. Enough said.
Yeah.
6 was Killmonger. That's
Yeah.
already a terrible mix.
That was a good one.
8 was Ultron crushing planets, and then 9 was actually a good episode. But 9 was everybody fighting Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
just-
Ultron episodes were pretty cool. Yeah.
I didn't like the concept how they changed Captain America into a girl. It's just
You didn't like that one? Yeah.
it's just,
But he got to sit in the Iron Man suit, which is kind of cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make any sense.
I know. He didn't really like it, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, there's so much just like content. It was crazy. I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, they didn't really announce it, but Lightyear, I'm so stoked for Lightyear. I can't believe they did that to me. I was like, this is gonna be fine. I was like, it's gonna be okay. And then I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, this is so
Yeah, it kind
good.
of looks like you. It kind of
I have
does.
not seen the trailer. Yeah, I have not seen the trailer.
Me
Oh, you
neither.
haven't seen the
I know
trailer?
it's out there.
Okay.
I have not seen it yet. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's worth a watch. Yeah, it reminded me of Star Wars, and that I think that's what like triggered something. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. So there you have it. Disney Plus. Before we wrap up the Disney Plus thing. So I'm trying to think how to phrase this question. Like, what can you remember when you saw episode 1 of Mandalorian? Like, what were you guys doing? What was going on there?
Good question. Okay. I know that was when Disney Plus, that was the first year of Disney Plus. And we were very hyped about getting Disney Plus because we knew we were going to have a place where we were going to see Star Wars and Marvel and Pixar and everything else Disney in the same
And
place. So that was
Geographic.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geographic,
But-
you can watch whatever you want on Geographic. If
Yeah.
you just like don't want to watch any Marvel movies, Star Wars, you just want to watch nature. There it is.
There
Right.
it is.
We actually have this video.
Oh, is that when
Yeah.
when you guys
So
when you
right, let me
talking about
explain the
Mando?
video. So yeah, so when the Mandalorian finally dropped, that's all Keith and I discussed. I mean, that was actually the reason for this podcast because I don't know if I ever told you this story, but this is where Tanya is actually recording us at the table talking
Right.
about Mandalorian because we would, the episode would drop on a Friday, and then we would talk about it at breakfast table the next day and lunch and dinner. It didn't matter. We were always talking about the Mandalorian episode. So so we were really excited for that first season. So that
Yes.
Mandalorian is very important to us. It was really cool.
Well,
it went beyond our
and-
expectations. Yes.
right. Yeah, it kind of blew us out of the water.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we always got.
We
We get Chipotle.
we got like Friday became like a ritual thing where we got Chipotle, had some
Yes.
Chipotle, and then we watched Mando.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
we watch it and eat it. Or we watch it.
Yeah, sometimes we ate and watched Mandalorian.
Or we what's it called? We talk about
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
a little time.
Yeah.
But we mostly eat Chipotle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys gave us a Mad Lib thing. I thought we'd test your little Star Wars knowledge. I got a Star Wars Insider quiz. Are you guys up for the challenge?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Let's
so-
go. Wow. Okay.
I cannot participate because I am the judge, but
Okay.
these are
And I'm the second judge.
you're the second judge. Yeah. So we're gonna pit Keith and Kerwin against each other. Here we go. In a steel cage of knowledge.
It's Keith versus it's son versus dad.
That's right. Okay, so
Father
this is-
versus son.
that's right.
Okay.
These are all kind of music related. So it's the quiz is, did you hear that? Okay. So
Okay.
some of these names I'm gonna butcher because I'm not very good at the Star Wars names,
Well,
but
I know how to play. If somebody doesn't know it, I know sometimes.
well,
how to-
maybe you could be like phone a friend. Maybe you can help out
Yeah.
Keith if he gets in trouble there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll help.
All right. Here we go. Okay.
Or
All
me.
right. Here we go.
I may
So
need some help.
yeah. Wait.
I'll help both of you.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So it's all multiple choice. So that's good. Okay. So there's 15 questions. So here we go. Question number 1. What's the name of Figure and Dan's band? Okay. So Figure and Dan is the band that plays at the Cantina in A New Hope. Okay. Here we go. The Outer Rim Rockets, Figure and Dan Band, the Model Nodes, or the Cantina Quartet.
C.
C for Keith. Kerwin, what is your guess?
Can you read them again?
Sure. Outer Rim Rockets, Figure and Dan Band, the Module Nodes, or the Cantina Quartet.
I think it's the Cantina Quartet. I'm gonna go with the last one.
You're saying D.
Yes.
Keith is right. We got the module nodes. Some of this stuff you just gotta know. It's not in the movie.
It's fine in your brain.
That's right. All right. Figure and
Here,
Dan
let's-
was composed of musicians from which galactic species? Aqualish, A for Aqualish, B for Bith, C for Rhodian, and D for Deveronian. So I'm
B.
gonna go with Kerwin first. I said Kerwin, Keith. Hold on, man.
B. No, I'm just kidding.
Slow your roll.
I'm just kidding.
Hold your horses.
Please
All right,
read.
so we got Aqualish, Bith, Rhodian, B.
Uh-huh.
All right, B for Kerwin, and Keith, you said B.
Yep.
It is B. It's B for Biff. Very good.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. 2 to 1. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Keith. How many band members were there in total? 4, 7, 10, or 15?
A. 4.
I say the same
A
thing.
is 4.
Yep.
Kerwin, you're saying A?
Yeah, same thing.
For
4. Mm-hmm.
You're both wrong. It's B, 7. Yeah, there's like 4 standing up, but there's like one guy like kind of doing the drum thing, and yeah. All right, so it's still 2 to 1. 2 to 1.
Nice.
Right now, Keith is winning. All right.
You go first.
This one's tough. This is a guess. You got 25% chance. Here we go. What's the band leader of Figure and Dance nickname? A, Fury Finnegan. B, Furious Finnegan. C, Friendly Figurin. Or D, Frosty Figurin.
I got Finnegan in my class of Finnegan.
So it's Fiery, Fury, Furious, Friendly, or Frosty.
I think it's Furious. Is that B?
B for Kerwin. Okay.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
Keith.
Friendly.
Friendly. C.
Wait.
All right.
Wait.
You're both wrong. It's Fury. The Fury one. Sorry. Okay.
I was gonna
2-1.
change
2-1. All right. We're gonna bounce back right here on 5. Where did Figurin's band play most of their gigs? Cantinaka, Cantino Naka. I think I'm saying that right. Now Hutta, Corellia, Tatooine. Kerwin. What is your answer there for 5?
Can you give me the answers again?
Yeah. Cantinaka, which is where Cantabite is. Now Hutta, Corellia, or Tatooine.
I'm going to say Tatooine. D.
Oh, all right.
D.
D. And Keith, you're going D as well? You're both right on that one. Good job. All right. 3-2. 3-2. Here we go. Good one. That was easy. That one was easy. That was easy. All right. Who was the lead singer for the Max Rebo Band? So Max Rebo Band is the band that plays in Jabba's sail barge. Okay. So we have A, Max Rebo, B, Bib Fortuna, C, Joe Wahaza, or D, Meliki.
Well, what's the third option?
All right. The third option is Joe Wahaza, who's the big guy that sings and he opens his mouth. He's in the special edition.
Oh, right. You know what?
You know,
I'm thinking, okay, I got you. Because I was thinking Size Snoodles, but I forgot they changed it in the new edition.
Yes.
So it's no longer Size Snoodles. So I was waiting for that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the names again.
All right. Max Rebo.
Yeah.
Bib Fortuna.
Yeah.
Joe Waza or Malakili.
Yeah, it's Waza. C.
Okay.
Yeah.
C. What do you say, Keith?
Same.
C.
Same. Well, good thing you're both right there.
All
that was a trick question. That was tough because you could have.
Yeah.
You could have. Max Rebo just plays the keys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
He kind of looks like an elephant and a caveman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's just
4
big
4 and 3. Okay.
He's chunky. He's big and
What?
chunky.
Now this is a Clone Wars question. I'm just giving you a little hint. What
No.
additional role did vocalist Sny Snoodle serve for the Hutt cartel? Snoodles. Love me some Sny Snoodles. A, spy. B, pilot. C, spice runner. D, driver. Keith, you go. Keith, what do you got?
Actually, you can go first.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
no.
It's okay. It's okay. Go
Okay.
ahead, Kerwin. Go. Whoever.
I think she was a spy. A spy.
Okay. Keith.
Why'd you ask me to go first? Do you agree?
Yes.
A? Okay, so we both say A.
That's why I screamed. Like, we both said the same thing.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. It is correct. She was a spy. That was in the Clone Wars episode.
Which one is it?
It's nice.
Didn't she
She's the one
go
with
after
the lips.
Zero?
Yeah.
Why does she have the? She has like the skinniest lips.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's a great. Yeah. Well, she was a puppet, and then they changed her in the special edition. Anyways,
What do you mean?
which historic event did Max Rebo Band witness firsthand? You ready? A, Ponda Baba's injury. B, Obi-Wan Kenobi hiring Han Solo. C, the destruction of the first Death Star. Or D, Jabba the Hutt's death.
D.
Keith. Go. Keith says D.
I say
Kerwin?
D. Same thing. D. Return to
You're
Jedi.
right, because we didn't see him till Return of Jedi. You are right. It is D.
Exactly.
They witnessed Jabba's death. And I don't think they made it out.
Who?
I don't think so either. No.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people made Untitled Chapter sale
Right.
parts except Boba Fett. So, all right. So we're 8 down. Still, it's 6-5. We're down. Kerwin, you're still down 1 here. Okay. All right, here we go. Question 9. Who was not a backup singer for the Max Rebo band? Okay. So it's the 3 lady species that are singing on the side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have Greta, Ralstal Sant, Salacious B. Crumb, or Lynn Me.
Wait,
Are the 4 choices. Greta, Ratal Sal Sant for B, C for Salacious B. Crumb, or D, Lynn Me. Who is not a backup singer? Keith.
Can you guess which one that is?
Yeah. Salacious B. Crumb. Okay, good answer. Kerwin?
I agree. Salacious B. Crumb.
Yeah, you're right. You
not a
both
singer.
right. You both good. That was a good Crumb impersonation there,
Which
Keith.
one?
He is the little monkey lizard guy.
Oh, Salacious Crumb.
Yeah.
I love how
He's a quacky and monkey lizard.
Yeah, quacky
I
monkey.
love how the monkey just eats his eyeball.
No, C-3PO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're on the back half here. 10. Who often accompanied the Max Rebo's band's performance? Okay. A, aerialists, so people that like jump around. B, composers. C, dancers, or D, Jedi. Kerwin. Who often accompanied the Max Rebo band performances?
Definitely dancers.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here.
C and
I'm
C.
safe.
Not a Jedi? You sure?
Not a Jedi. No.
Okay. Well, you're both right. 8-7. That's
There
right.
you go.
C is the correct answer.
Who's in the lead? Who's taking?
Oh, Keith's still in lead.
Yes.
It all.
Don't worry. I'll catch up.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Now this is gonna be so we got Finger and Dan, we got Max Rebo. Now we're talking Force Awakens, Maz's Castle. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Here we go.
Wait.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's go.
so here we go. 11. How long had the gathering place been run by Maz when Rey first arrived? 500 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or 20,000 years? So how long has Maz's castle been there? 500 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or 20,000 years?
That's tough.
That's a lot of years. Okay, Keith, since you're in the lead, what do you got?
Your knowledge.
You got 25. You got a 25% chance here.
I'm gonna go with 500 years.
500 years. A. Okay.
That's
That's
not
good.
bad.
That's good.
I would sound.
Kerwin.
I'm gonna go with a 1,000 years because Maz Kanata is about 4,000 years old, so I say 1,000 years.
Okay. There it was. We're all tied up. Kerwin
All
was right. It was
right.
B, 1,000.
Jeez.
Ooh, now it's coming down to the final 4. Can we do it? Here we go. All right. Number 12. Which band entertained Maz Kanata's guest with their music? Okay. A, Fode and Bede. B, the Crimson Crosshairs. C, Shag Kava. Or D, the Tanaka Dana Band. So we got Fode and Bede is A. B is the Crimson Crosshairs. C, Shag Kava. And then D, the Tokanada Band. 12.
Who
We
goes
got-
first?
Well, since Kerwin, you went, you got the
Okay.
answer right. Let's go with you.
All right. The first one sounds more familiar than the other ones. The Embiid. I'm gonna go with that one.
With B, the Crimson Crosshairs.
No, the first one. I think you said something Embiid.
Fode and Bede.
Yes, I'm gonna go with that one.
All right, that's A. Okay.
D.
Keith, what do you? D.
A.
What did you say? D as in dog?
Yes.
You are both wrong.
Wow.
It is C. Shag Kava. Again,
But
Fode and Bede are the announcers for the pod racers in Phantom Menace.
Got it.
Crimson Crosshairs.
that's
He's the red guy in Force Awakens, part of the band that Finn goes and sees. There's a big like squat looking alien guy, and then there's the red guy with the helmet. He's part of that organization. Okay. And then the Tokadana band is where they're at. They're in Tokadana. That's where Maz's castle's at. So yeah, it's Shag Kava, which I've never heard of, but there you go. All right. It's still 8-8. We got 3 left. Here we go. 13. Which member of the audience covertly worked for the First Order? Okay. So we have A. Grumgar, B. Bazine Natal, C. Sidian Ithano, or D. Quick Gold.
Can you read the question?
Which one was a spy? Who was working as a spy for the First Order?
Oh, right. Okay.
Grumgar is A, B is Bazine Natal, and C is Sidon Ithano, and D is Quig Gold. Keith, what do you got?
It's B.
B.
Yep. No, I agree. I think it's B.
You guys, nothing could get past you guys. You're both right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a girl. So
yes,
Grumgar was the big guy she was sitting with.
Correct.
And then Sidon Ithano is the red guy with the red mask, and then Quig Gold is that squat-looking alien guy that Finn walks up to get off world. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, 14. Here we go. What did Maz Kanata offer visiting musicians as payment for the performances? A. New Republic credits. B. Beskar. C. Calamari flan. Or D. Free room and board. Kerwin, you go.
Well, it's not Beskar, and it's not the first one. I'm gonna go with what was C again? The name?
Calamari flan.
Really? Free room and board.
New Republic credits, Beskar, Calamari flan, or free room and board. What did Maz offer the musicians? What do you think?
I'm gonna go with C.
C, flan.
A.
New Republic credits? Republic credits don't work here, not in that place. You're both wrong. It is free room and board.
Oh, really?
What the?
Wow.
What is that?
Okay.
That means they got to eat and sleep for free.
Well, why not? It's a castle.
Why not?
Right? So she's got the room.
It's okay.
That makes sense.
It's all coming down to the last question. We're tied up. Here we go.
Still tied, right?
It's tied.
Okay.
All right. Who you want here?
Trent is really.
I mean, since I'm the father, I'm going to be like Kerwin.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Thank you.
All right. This one's a tough one. This is the one question I didn't even know. I was like, I have no idea what this is. So, anyone's guess. Here we go. Which Castle band member was nicknamed Styx? Okay. You ready for these names? They're great. A. Herbert Quar Eel. B. Infrared Blue Zeddy Betty Coggins. C. Sudwater Dilfrey Glon. Or D. Tabin Ral Orsa. So which band member was nicknamed Styx? You got Ubert, Infrared Blue, Sudwater, or Tabin?
B.
You're gonna be with Infa Blue? All right.
I trust you.
All right. Trent's on with Infrared Blue, Zeddy Buddy Coggins, Kerwin.
I am gonna go with
I would say you don't pick B because you might have a chance to win here. Let's what we got.
Okay.
Or you can go B. Or you can tie it up. Who knows?
All right. I'm gonna stick with D.
D. Tabin Ralsora? Or
Yes.
Ral? Yeah.
He isn't
those
David.
names run off the tongue real easy. Well, guys, I'm happy to say you both tied. It was Uber Qualeril it was A. So you guys tied. You guys equally have the great knowledge about the band. So not too bad. 9-9. That's not bad.
Yeah.
9 out of 15.
Wow.
I mean,
How many got you wrong? How many got?
There was 15 questions and they got 9 right.
And how many they got wrong?
Well, what's the math there? 6. It's okay. Those are some tough questions. Some of those are like, some of those
really
you
good.
just like the furry frigging Athenian or whatever. You're like, I don't know, whatever. So
Yeah, I mean it's hard to pronounce. I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
I have a horrible time with Star Wars names. I'm like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Sometimes
We just make it up.
or I get them right. Sometimes you're like, that sounds right.
That's right, exactly. Well, thanks guys for playing. That was a lot of fun.
No, that was cool. That
Yeah.
was first Star Wars.
You could both hang your head really high and just say, hey man, I know some stuff about Star Wars that no one else knows.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You got more than 50% right, which I think is all right in my books.
That's right. That's right.
So, all right, guys. Well, let's wrap this up. So, thanks again, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and
Rebel Princesses
for listening to another episode of Big T and Little T. Episode 80. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
You can find us on the social, Big T, Little T, podcast on Instagram, BLILT, podcast on Twitter, and then twitch.tv, Big T, Little T. We got stickers. If you want to let us know what your favorite band is in Star Wars, or you want to tell us what's going on at Disney Plus that you like, just drop us an email at bigtlittletpodcast@gmail.com. There you go. And we'll, answer that question on an upcoming episode, right? Yeah. Keith and Kerwin, thanks again so much for coming on the show.
Always fun.
Where can people find you?
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Audible, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on Facebook at Father Son Galaxy. We also have an Instagram and Twitter, and don't forget our website, FatherSonGalaxy.com.
And we also have a YouTube account, right? So please subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Click that bell. Click that subscribe button.
Yeah, we have a Twitch.
Yeah, with Twitch and a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Cool. Awesome, guys. Anything in the pipeline, you guys, anything coming up that you guys are excited about or are going to be talking about?
Yeah, actually, we are looking into celebrating the music of John Williams. So
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know if you know, but John Williams, this February, he's going to be turning 90 years old. So we're actually going to speak with musicians and teachers and fans of his music and just talk about, his impact on Star Wars and the film community.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And then
That's awesome.
in addition to that, what else do we have, Keith? Okay, and we're also we're Keith is okay. Go ahead. Are you?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're also reading lots of books, so we have some picked out, and hopefully every week we're gonna try and read a book with my brother Maceo on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so we're pushing the importance of reading and literacy. So we're actually including Maceo because Maceo loves the podcast and he loves to be a part of it. So we're gonna just pick out some books to read.
I hope he does a little bit more yoga on.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Just do the foot thing.
Yeah, right. I'll try, Keith.
Yeah. I will.
All right, here we go. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So, so we're just gonna pick out a handful of books to read. It'll be Star Wars themed. It might be the holiday theme, but we just want to continue to push the importance of reading with the children. Cool.
That's awesome. That's very cool. Awesome. Well, again, thanks for coming on, guys. Can you believe it, Trent? It's our 2-year anniversary.
Oh,
And we couldn't be more than happy to have you guys on for our 2-year anniversary. So we started again. Our maiden voyage was Mandalorian as well. We knew we wanted to be on that, and so we recorded our first episode on the 10th, and now it's here.
Oh, for what?
November of 2019. So many moons ago.
Yeah.
Thousands
Thousands of years ago.
millions
Of years ago. But it's been fun, right? Yeah. And so we're super excited for the Book of Boba coming out here in a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun. Well, guys,
can I just say, let me just say one more thing that we thank you, for supporting our podcast. And you're one of the first people that reached out to us when we just joined and started up our podcast. And you have been an inspiration for us. How a father and son bonding looks like. And so we just thank you for your support. Thank you for watching our podcast and introducing us to members of the community. So thank you so much.
No problem.
I can say thank you for the entire day, and it won't be enough. So we appreciate it.
No, yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys so much. It's been fun doing this, and just really seeing another father and son having that same kind of thing is also an encouragement to us. So it's like, this is cool. I'm glad we're able to connect like that and share the love of Star Wars and family, and support. I think that's one of the number one things of Star Wars is family. So I think it's pretty cool. So
and we are here at any time, so let's do this again.
All right. Well, we'll get you. What's the form of communication in Star Wars? What are they? The HoloNet. I think it's the HoloNet.
Yeah, it's like a hologram.
It's
like a portable phone, but
right.
Wait,
like maybe we just blow up and we're like this big inside of Keith and Kerwin's head, like Snoke's head. We're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
So much
fun.
How,
no problem. So how do we end this?
No. Truly wonderful the mind of a child
is, and may the force be with you always. Bye.
All right. Bye. Take care, everyone.